So good afternoon everybody. Today I am going to start with Python for school children, CBSE school children for 11th and 12th class, those who opt for computer science as an optional subject, right? So what we are going to start today? We are going to start that what is Python. This is the series first, and we will learn that how to install Python on any operating system, whether it is XP, Windows 7, Windows 10, or you can also use Python on Android mobile. Okay, so what I suggest is that first you go to a website that is on cbseacademic.in. This is the website for Indian CBSE board for school children. So I will just open this website for you. Now here is the website where you can type cbseacademic.nic.in, and this is the index home page. Okay, so from here you can click on the curriculum and you can open the syllabus for 11 and 12th class. Time to time you need to check this website for new notification and circulars. Now I downloaded the curriculum for 11 and 12th class for computer science, whose code number is 083. Now one thing you understand, that whether you are in the school, college, or you are learning programming, you should go for some textbook of a school, because in the college the education start very fast. They assume that you already learned something in the school, so I suggest that you go for some school books. Okay, so I will show you some school books here. Now the first book I suggest, which is Dhanpat Rai publication, Sumita Arora, right? The book is available for 11th and 12th class. Now the second book I suggest, which is Sultan Chand publication, Preeti Arora. So any one book we can use for learning Python, very easy method. Okay, now I am coming to the syllabus here. So the computer science syllabus for 2021 is that you learn computational thinking. Okay, learning outcome for 11th computer science. So these are some learning outcomes which you are going to learn in the 11th class. And the marks distribution, you need to understand that the computer system and organization, where the basic fundamental of computer, 10 marks. Okay, and the next is programming. So here the Python programming is divided into two parts. The half is in the 11th class and the next half is in the 12th class. Now there is a little bit of society, law and ethics on internet. So total 70 marks theory paper and 30 marks practical paper. Okay, now this is the marks distribution for chapter 1, computer system organization, where you will learn CPU, hard disk, what is computer, memory, and some Boolean logic gates. And the next chapter you will learn Python. What is the, how to solve the problem, what are the problems which can be solved by the programming. Okay, decomposition of programs or a problem by examples. Conditional statement, now some iterative computation and control flow. Okay, so this is the detailed syllabus for 11th class, some functions. Now the society, law and ethics, here about cyber safety and internet and networking. Okay, so here is the practical, where you will get one question of Python where you need to write a program, and the mark distribution is 60% the logic of the program, 20% for the documentation and 20% for the code quality. Okay, you also need to prepare a practical file which should contain 20 programs, 7 marks, okay, and the Viva of 3 marks, okay. So here the 12 and the remaining 8 marks are for project. Here are some Python programming questions which you can get in the 11th class. Now I am coming to the 12th. Here which you learn in 11th class, on basis of that you will get some concept of function and recursions. You will also learn how to create a Python module in libraries. You are also going to learn the concept of file handling, which is in the form of text, okay, and there are some algorithm for general computing and little bit of data structure where the stack and queues are there, some computer networks where you will learn some devices using the computer network like router, switch, gateway, hub, and a little bit of Python with SQL. So here again the concept with the same for marking scheme, 70 marks theory and 30 marks practical. So this is the syllabus. We are going to start with the Python. First thing, how to start with Python. First you need to install Python. So I will explain that you install Python 3.7. Why I suggest 3.7? Just now the latest is 3.9 with 64-bit. Let me explain what is 64 and 32-bit. So here you just right click on the My Computer, open computer property, and you will get this screen where you will see which operating system is here, Windows 10 Pro, Professional, RAM 16 GB, and here is the system type 64-bit operating system, okay. So this is about the system information. I will suggest you just type on the Google about Python 3.7 and you will get this website. You can note it down, the python.org/downloads, and here the 3.7. As you scroll down, you will get the list of different files for Linux and Mac OS and Windows OS. So here is for x86 64. I will suggest executable installer, but I am not going to use 64. Just now I am going to use executable installer x86 32-bit, okay, because now see if we use latest version then we will get some problem in the library which are not available for latest version. That's why I suggest to use Python 3.7 version. Now here is the setup in my download folder. So you will see that I open my computer, I have downloaded this for you only, and Python 3.7.3. So you just run the setup, you will get this screen first, okay. So what you do, you just select add Python 3.7 path, okay. If you are going to install this Python for Windows XP, then use 3.4 version. If you are installing on Windows 7, then you need some Visual C++ redistributable library, okay, and Windows 7 Service Pack 2, yeah, SP1 Service Pack 1 also, okay. So this you make sure, select add Python 3.72 path, okay, and click on customize installation. By default it will install in the very long path of the directory. So what I will do, that I will take path here. Just now see, this is the path, C user and your username, app data, local program. It's very long path, okay. So because every time we want to save our file, open our file, so I will just use a small path and I am creating a folder in the C drive with Python 3.7. That's all. You also select precompile standard library and click on the install button. How much time it will take, it depends on your computer memory and processor and the operating system also. So remember that I suggest you to install Python 3.7, okay, and this is the 32-bit. As I have explained that you select Python x86 executable installer. Okay, now I am doing for you. First I uninstall my previous 3.7 version, and now I am installing for you to show that how to install and how much time it will take. I am having 16 GB RAM and Windows 10 operating system. Okay, later on I will explain that how we can install many different software in which you can write Python program too. That is known as IDE. The full form is Integrated Development Environment. Okay, Python 373 PIP. PIP is a script which used to download or install some modules to use in Python. Okay, so hardly it will take 2-3 minutes, for maximum 5 minutes. Okay, so again till it install, I will show you the website again. That when you install Python, all the libraries, oh, you don't understand library? Some commands are stored in some files. These files are freely available. Python is open source, right? Anybody can use this. So here is a website, pypi.org. Python actually it is very small, anybody can learn. It's very easy. Where you need to type 10 lines, 50 lines, 100 lines, in Python you can do this in the 1 or 5 lines only. Okay, so this is the storage repository for all the Python modules. Even you can also create a modules or libraries and upload to the PyPy. So anybody can search from this page and use in their program. So once if somebody has created a library for hacking a password, then you don't need to write the code again. You just download and use in your program. Okay, we'll see, just taking 1 more minute. Okay, so just now I am offline. I have opened this PyPy, this Python page and the CBSE website for you. Okay, so here you can also download the previous year question paper for 10th and 12th class to understand the paper pattern. Okay, so this is how we are going to install the Python. Done, setup was successful. Close. Okay, I am also going to close this. Now you will see that Python will be somewhere in the start button, start menu. Here is the ideal Python. This is the recently added, but I am searching for Python. .7 open here. Now this is the ideal Python. You need to start this idle. Okay, I am creating a shortcut on the desktop. Open file location and right click, send to desktop. Now if you are aware of command line, means the black color screen, then you can use Python 3.7 32-bit, this one. I will show you that when you double click, it will start in the console CMD window directly with the Python prompt. This triple greater than sign indicate that you can write your Python code here. So just I am showing you, I am writing a equal to 5, means a is a variable, a pot in which I am going to put a value 5. You press enter and again you will get a next prompt. So if you want to see what was there inside a, then it will show 5. If you want to print that what is a into a, then it will show 25. Okay, If you want to use a command print print, then inside bracket you write a, so it will print the value which is already there in the a, like this. Okay, so this is in the CMD command line. Now I am starting Python idle, which is here in my desktop. Okay, I am putting it somewhere here. Okay, now click and you will get Python idle. Here is my Python idle. Okay, so again the same thing I am going to do it here, that I am writing a equal to 5. Then if I am writing a, then the same thing happen as you have seen with the console window. If you are writing a into a, it will print product, but a is still 5. You have only printed the a multiplied by a, that's why it was 25, but still 5 is there inside variable a. Variable, it means you can change the value which can varies. A equal to 10. Now what is a? A represent 10 because this is the recent value of a. 5 was earlier was 5 and now I put 10 in the a. Okay, again the same command print, and if you print a, then it will show this. So here one by one command you can try. Okay, so this is called interactive mode. If you want to write all command, multiple command together, okay, so I will show you that how you will write multiple command together. Here is my Python window. I am writing a program to add two number. So I am taking a first number a equal to any number 5. I am taking a second number equal to c, b equal to 3. Now I am going to add c equal to a plus b. Now I want to print the result, that print this was a, print print, this was b, and print print, this was c. So here one by one commands are going to execute. So now if you want to do all command together, then you open file and click on the new file. So you will get a new file here, right? And you just type all the commands. So I just copy and paste here. Okay, and I remove all this side. This is the output, print. Okay, so now here 6 commands are there. So if you want to execute all 6 commands one by one, then this is called script, means a small program. Actually what is a program? Program is set of instruction one by one in the logical order. Okay, logical order means what? That if you want to drive a car, then first you sit inside car, you turn on your key, then after you get on clutch, brake and accelerator. So this is the logical order. If you start accelerator, if you start pressing accelerator without key, then it will not work. So this is not in the logical order. Now what you do, you can click on the run button and press select run module, or directly you can press F5 key. First time it will ask you to save this file, so you give any name. Now remember, I will suggest that always you give the file name suitable whatever you have done in the program. Like if you have add 2 number, then you give add TW2 number. If you save this file, computer will automatically add .py at the end of this file name, because this is the Python file. Okay, but one more thing I suggest, if you are going to continue creating 100 program later on one by one, then I will suggest SUNIL1. This is the first program. When you are going to create a second program, you give Sunil 2, next program will be Sunil 3. So this will keep a track on how many programs you have done. If you have done 213 program, then the last program will represent 213, like this. So just give file name properly. Okay, save this. I just give a name my Sunil, and you will see that when script run, you will see the output in the interactive mode. This is also called shell. Okay, you can see here Python shell. When you start Python, on the top you will see Python version, okay, and in which version, bit 32-bit or 64-bit. Okay, so this is how today we have seen that how to install Python and start programming. Clear? Now next time I will show you that there are different software in which you can create the same program. So today just I will show you some name of the program. Here is the Mu editor, here is the next Thony, this is the Python IDLE which we have already seen, this is the code editor Canopy. Now here is the Atom, this is the editor. Some software in which you can type a program just like Notepad, but you cannot run, and some software in which you can type the program and run also, that is called IDE. Integrated Development Environment means you can do writing of a program, making some correction in the program, you can compile means translate a program, because computer understand only 101010, okay, and we understand only English. So when we give command in English, there is a program or a software which is called translator, which translate our program or command to the machine language, so computer can understand in machine language and execute this thing, right? There are two type of the translators. One is known as a compiler and second is known as an interpreter. Compiler translate whole program at once, but interpreter translate line by line, as we have seen in the Python shell or in interactive mode. Now this is PyScripter, this is the Notepad++, in which you can write the program for C++, HTML, Java, Python and other. This is from Microsoft Visual Studio Code, VS Code. This is the Genie editor. Here is the Sublime Text. This is the maximum developers are using PyCharm. And here is, if you want to do online, then Google research also suggest you, give you the Jupyter Notebook, collab.research.google.com. Here is the Anaconda Navigator, which is the collection of different IDs, okay. And I also install here, this is the WAMP server for open source RDBMS, Relational Database Management System, okay. So here is the PHP, a Apache server and MySQL, and the last one is one more database explorer, this is called DB browser. So this used to open and explore SQLite database, okay. So for today we have learned that how to install Python on different operating system. So whether you have Windows 7 or Windows 10, you just go for 3.7. If you have XP, then go for 3.4. You don't have any problem. If you are trying on the mobile, then there is a PyDroid application, PyDroid APK or app, in which you can learn Python programming. But see, there are some limitation that we cannot do everything with the Python interpreter in Android mobile. So thank you very much and have a nice day.